able to see how an urban community that has a strong Mexican American community also has to deal with the social pressures of a major city like Los Angeles, right? And why are there those cultural tensions? So this was an opportunity while I'm being an artist and while I'm representando, right, la cultura, to be able to exemplify the beauty of our culture and our community, especially a community like Islos, that's very, very distinct, conocida in not only in a lot of movies, but a lot of photos, pictures, when they think of the grittiness of East LA, right? It's either East Los for the Chicanos, it's South Central, for the Black American community. But what they don't realize is that these are old communities. Chicanos, Mexican Americans were here before it was the United States. Why is it called Los Angeles? It's Pueblo de Los Angeles. Era Nueva España. It was Mexico. It was Aztlán. It was all of those things that we've come to recognize as Americans, as Mexican Americans, as part of our culture. But when do you see that in American entertainment? In the movies, or unless it's something very extreme, very specific. So I thought this was an opportunity with a character like Cruz Candelario, who's an artist and who reflects in his art, his arte, done brilliantly by Chicano artist Adan Hernandez, right, who's a real Chicano artist, that it represents what we were doing in the movie, which is representing our urban Mexican American culture. So that to be able to do that in a movie, forget about it. And especially something that was supported by, Hollywood Pictures,
Yeah.
which is a Disney company. So the fact that they understood that there's a demographic out there, there's a Latino audience for stories like this, and that's the brilliance of Taylor Hackford, the producer director. Taylor had produced La Bamba, but this one he directed, and he's an incredible director. Against All Odds, Officer and a Gentleman, where he won an Academy Award. So he understood that in order to tell this story right, he needed the right type of partner. So Jimmy Santiago Baca, Chicano writer, won many national literary awards.
Yeah.
He did time, and he actually knew, the Pinta lifestyle. So he was able to, again, take this script to the next level. So by the time it got to us as actors, it was gravy. It was gravy. You think about the language. That was Jimmy Santiago Baca. That was like Chicano Shakespeare, bro. Because we're from East Los. We come out chased by hounds, wearing a pinche rabbit's foot for luck, one step ahead of the pinche hounds. But guess what? I know I couldn't do it without my familia. We got something better than a rabbit's foot for luck. Wearing a pinche rabbit's foot for luck. We've got familia, raza, way. So I think that all of that Jimmy Baca writing in that one scene was, again, representation of the whole movie in one little highlight. So I think that's why I really appreciate it. Yeah. As much as I love all the Cruzito stuff with the art, I have to say the last scene with working with Benjamin Bratt. I've done 3 films with Benjamin. We did Blood In, Blood Out, but then his brother, Peter Bratt, inspired by Blood In, Blood Out, wrote another movie called Follow Me Home that was at the Sundance Film Festival in 1995. And there was a lot of Blood In, Blood Out people in that movie, right? Including Noah Verduzco, who plays Juanito. He played our nephew in that. But then we did another movie called La Misión. And that was Benjamin Bratt was the star in that one, and I played his best friend. So working with Ben, you really see why we worked together so many times in that last scene. That last scene was actually a redo because there was the ability to do a part 2. But at that time, because of all the riots in LA and all the pedo, they wound up making the decision to just put it out as one movie. So Taylor had to come back 6 months later, and Jimmy had to rewrite that scene at the end, So me and Ben had to come back 6 months after the movie was done and kind of like, whoa, what's happening? Yeah. But that's because me and him are like this. So as brothers, we got together and we were like, what's this scene? Well, this is the end of the movie. We better kill it, brother. We better kill it. So between me and him, that was some of the best acting I've ever seen us do. But that's one of my favorite scenes because of that. And again, working with Adan and that beautiful mural, which the family still has that mural. So it's a work of art. It's a masterpiece. So the familia still got it, you know. So that, and then working with, film crew again with Taylor and everybody that was there. So I think that experience was like a mini experience of the whole movie I had done about 3 years earlier. So that's got to be one of my favorite scenes still.